Oh man, I'm feeling it. What's the tune? What's the tune?
I pick one. Right now, there's one playing in my head. So
I almost went with like the
Oh, I was singing Night at the Roxbury. I broke another window. Well, speaking of that, welcome to Side Jag, the show where we don't stay on topic at all. Today, we're going to be talking about TMNT, the newest version to hit the airwaves for us to take part in, and whatever else pops in our head. But first off, how you doing, my friend?
Doing great, man. Doing
Did you
really
do
good.
anything exciting this past weekend?
Man, I did not do any. I had 3 days off, but I needed to catch up on video badly.
Okay.
So I've got a pretty extensive video shot, and I'm in process and editing. So it's gonna since nobody watches this show, I can spill the beans here. It's a voltmeter shootout where I take 8 voltmeters, dive all the way down into them.
Really?
Compare the accuracy out of box, what I think about the screen quality,
Very
the
nice.
brightness.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, so I'm in process of editing. Hopefully it's out this week. If not, it'll be next week.
Oh, I can't wait to see that. That'll be cool. And yes, I have seen the Vanilla Ice Go Ninja, Go.
Who hasn't?
And probably heard it more than 5 times in my life. Yes.
Yeah.
Totally. So in the closet over here is, which I should have dug them out. I didn't even think about it. I have the original Eastman and Layard's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The original comic books from 80s, sometime in the 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were much darker, like the original live action movies, which I still like. Now I haven't watched them in a long time, so I can't vouch for them if they were good movies or not. But
I thought they sucked.
At the time, I liked them.
Yeah, but they were that was when all 3 turtles were red.
Yeah,
and, they didn't. Yeah, it was the only way you could tell them apart was by their weapon of choice.
Right.
But yeah, I have a bunch of those. That was a comic book of choice back in the day. So yeah, they're all sitting up there somewhere on the other side.
Never got my hands on owning one. I looked through them at the bookstores, and then I had a couple of friends that had some of them.
Yeah. No, I have some of the originals. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. But anyways, aside from that, we'll talk about it in a little bit. So you took 3 days off to play videos, and did you sit on the couch and relax at all?
No, I really wish I did, but I didn't. So Saturday, as most people know by now, Saturdays are Cassie's day. We do what Cassie wants to do on Saturday. So that day's out of the question. Sundays are my day for working on video editing, which I did do. But also that rolled into Monday. So
I feel like I did something this Sunday, but for the life of Sue's birthday.
Oh, yep. I seen the post.
I'm like, I feel like we did something, but for the life of me, can't remember. That's because we went to the all-important birthday dinner at Hooters.
There you go. Sue chose Hooters?
No, she didn't.
She did not.
Oh, God, no, she did not. We went out, I think, so the night before, we met some friends at Cody's. Yeah. She's a steak person, so she wanted to get a steak. And though Cody's is not the place to get the best steak in the world, they do have a good steak.
Yeah.
And it's they have the yeast rolls with honey butter or whatever it is, which
the Texas Roadhouse style.
Yeah. So we took her out to eat there with some friends, and then the next day, so her parents live far away, and so like a medium point was this Hooters. So it was like, cool, let's have Hooters.
Got some Hooters. I don't dislike Hooters wings, but I feel like, I mean, actually, even Buffalo Wild Wings, their wings are not the best to me. I'm a Wingstop wing person.
Yeah.
If I'm getting them. It's been a while for you. So what was your wing of choice when you did wing?
So, I mean, I'm from the old school, non-breaded medium, or mild.
Right.
Yeah, I would just hammer those, but
that's why I like the original.
Yes.
Bone-in Buffalo, or just original Buffalo, whatever it is. Cassie will go for the mild. I'll tell you this, she'll go for the mild, but honestly, she likes the buffalo better. But she's afraid to like take herself to that level.
She don't want to commit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it so? Wingstop? Is there a Wing Street?
That is Pizza Hut.
Okay, so Wingstop then. So I finally had Wingstop.
Yeah.
They apparently have really good chicken tenders.
They do. Yeah.
Because that was a couple weekends ago when we were in Disney. They're open like 2 a.m, which was crazy. So they were the only thing open, and I was starving. And I was like, "Let's get some food." We stopped in, and as soon as I walked in, the lady goes, "I just want you to know your order's going to take 40 minutes."
I go, to fry some chicken.
I go, "Okay, I'll take that, and I'll take that, and I don't give a shit."
Yeah.
Take all the time you want, just so I know it's coming. I won't have to kill you. How do you feel about ordering the basket of bread at Texas Roadhouse? I don't feel bad at all for what they're charging me.
I got a Texas Roadhouse bread story. So I like it fine, but I'll eat one roll and that's it. That's enough for me.
Yeah,
of
course. Yeah.
Because I'm going to eat a lot of other stuff, not because I'm like trying to be some skinny boy. We know that's not happening.
No,
but
of course not.
Anyways, so we're working on this project at work, and we have people from corporate coming in, and I'm helping them with their project to get a certification. Anyways, younger lady, younger. I say younger, but she's probably early 30s.
Right.
Kind of petite. So we're celebration dinner. They're taking us out to Roadhouse, Texas Roadhouse. We get the basket, and she's like, I need 2 baskets to start her. And I was like, "Oh, she's going in, like I dig this." And she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna eat 3 baskets." And I said, "What? You're just not gonna order anything?" She's like, "No, I'll eat my meal too." I was like, "There ain't no way." I was like, "There's no way you eat even the smallest steak, this size, and 3 baskets of rolls." She did not, but I kid you not, she probably ate 6 rolls and her dinner and most of her sides, or her steak and most of her sides.
Wow.
It was truly impressive.
Yeah. Hey, some of those petite girls you got to watch out for, man.
I know.
Because they'll just go home and take a monster turd, and it's all good. I watch Eddie the Beast, his videos where he does eating challenges. There's this Indian girl that he competes with, and she's like this, and dude, she can fucking just boom, and you're just like, how did she just eat 500 chicken wings?
Yeah, where did it go?
Oh my god, it's so crazy. But yeah, no, I'm good. I can't do that. I got a chicken sandwich, so I got a buffalo chicken sandwich, and it was good. And it's like, yay,
Yeah, I mean,
with some potato salad.
Buffalo sauce, I feel it's at one point it was underrated. I feel like it's probably overrated now because people are too hype on buffalo wings. But yeah, I buffalo sauce is a good flavor.
Yeah. Well, it was funny because we went one night, we went out to eat, and Haley's like, "I'm just gonna get some chicken wings," and so she orders these buffalo chicken wings, and she gets them home, and they're just swimming in red sauce. Yeah. She's like, "Who would really? Why? Why would you like? Who wants to eat like this?" And I was like, she's over there like dabbing them in paper towels and shit, and I'm just looking at her, and she's like, "Why? It's a bath and." Like, you just dump the whole. Why? It doesn't make any sense. And I'm like, trust me, it's like when you order Hooters and they come in grease. You're like, could you drain them?
Exactly. I that's one of my big things with buffalo wings. I want you to get the coating, like let them be coated. But I would like when I cook them at the house, I will coat them, and then kind of drain them off and put them in the oven and let it bake on there a little bit.
Yeah.
Because too saucy is too much. Like.
Yeah, no, I can't. That's why it's like I like dry rub.
Yeah,
I'll get the lemon pepper dry rub.
Yeah,
because if that comes swimming, we did this wrong.
Or I'll also do garlic parmesan dry rub.
Yeah. That's a good one too.
So
yeah, I'll get that on maybe a chicken tender, non-breaded chicken tender. It's usually pretty good. Yeah, it's like, ooh, let me get the lemon.
Dude, do you guys got a Popeyes anywhere near you?
Yes, not near us, but not anymore.
Have you had the naked chicken tenders?
Mm-mm.
So it's not breaded, but they put all their seasonings on it, and then I think they still fry it. I'm not sure.
Probably.
But man, it is killer.
I'm sure.
It is killer.
I mean, I ordered some. I was walking through Publix the other night because I had to get some stuff for lunch, and they had non-breaded chicken tenders baked. I was like, oh, well, that's very nice. And I was like, and they had like a Mojo dry rub on them and shit. And I was like, damn, these are
That's
like
kind of how those are. Those naked ones.
yeah. I was like, damn, these are like freaking chicken candy bars. They were really good. And
It's like when you get a rotisserie chicken.
Yeah.
What do you learn on those?
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah, yeah.
I just go at it with a pair of scissors and just I just have a ball of chicken sitting in the corner.
Yeah, I don't eat it piece by piece off chicken. I clean it all off and then eat it.
Yeah, you gotta put it through the meat grinder.
Yeah. Oh God.
Chicken fries.
How he instantly went with the worst chicken product.
I mean, don't get me wrong. If it's 3:00 in the morning and that's all we got, chicken fries are cool. I got the Popeye story. I ordered a pecan pie. They served it to me covered in ants and clams.
Oh my God.
I mean, hey, it's Popeyes. Let's be honest, man.
Exactly. It's like if you ever seen the meme where it's like Chick-fil-A, Popeyes. It's like what do they say? My pleasure. And then it's like it shows the Popeyes girl with a grill, and it's like I bet. I guess this sums it up perfectly.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've walked in this. It's like I don't not because it's nothing. I know what I'm getting into, so I really don't eat at a lot of fast food restaurants. Not that I not to be pretentious or anything like that. It's just they don't really serve anything that is on my.
You want certain things. And
yeah,
you know what it is.
Yeah. I mean, like once a year, I'll go to Arby's and I'll get like a turkey sandwich and I'll get their fries with cheddar sauce and then a Jamocha shake. And that's like once a year. I got to do that because it's like I like it. It's fun. But I'm not going to go more than once a year because it's like just the thought of going there is like, oh my God, like it's such work. And hey man, it's like, and like Taco Bell, it's like maybe Taco Bell once a quarter.
Right.
Get some chicken tacos and a bean burrito. And only if somebody else goes, because going is like, just kill me now.
It's crazy you mention that because here's what I'll do. I don't actually like to eat at fast food restaurants that much either. So what I'll do is I'll go to a restaurant and then spend like twice or 3 times as much, although it's expensive now. But for whatever reason, the past 2 weeks, we have ate more fast food than I've had in a long time. Because we'll go to Sonic, but not to get dinner, just to get drinks.
Oh, nice.
We go to Sonic quite often, to get drinks, but we don't have to get dinner or anything there. Or if we go to Bronze, we get ice cream. Sometimes we get dinner.
Right.
But like we've had Taco Bell. I ate McDonald's today. I've had outside of McDonald's breakfast. I hadn't had McDonald's in forever.
I was gonna say I wouldn't even know what to order at McDonald's. To be honest with you,
I got a Big Mac, just a Big Mac fries, and a drink.
Yeah, I mean I've had their fries.
Yeah.
But outside of like a breakfast burrito, like that's the only.
That's literally what I get every time. The breakfast burrito.
I call them breakfast candy bars.
Yeah.
And and the funny thing is I know what it's going to do to me. So it's like, I'm going to eat it. I'm going to enjoy it. And then an hour later, I'm not going to be enjoying it. It's going to be like, bye.
I'm fine. Like, I think my system's adjusted to those because I probably have a McDonald's burrito like twice a month, I would say.
So I like going to Dunkin' Donuts and getting the, I think they're called like wake up wraps.
Yeah.
So it's just like it's the egg and cheese wake up wrap, which is just like half of an if it's a round egg, they cut it in half, they put a half a piece of cheese on it, and they fold it in a little tortilla. And it's like, I don't know why, but to me that's like, oh, that's so good.
You know what Cassie gets there? The Bavarian cream donut. Do you know what that is?
Yeah.
It's just got straight up powdered sugar on the outside.
It's gross.
With cream. And it's like, how do you eat that for breakfast? Like, no way. I'll eat nothing.
Well, I can't do the powdered white crap just because it gets on my fingers and it's just
like,
and then like it's on my face and I'm like, no. But a Boston cream,
right? But she doesn't want because it doesn't have powdered sugar on the outside. I told her, it's like, I can understand a Boston cream, a Bavarian cream with powdered sugar on. Oh, I don't know. I'm not down for it.
Taco Bell breakfast crunch wrap is really good.
I don't know that I've ever had Taco Bell breakfast.
I know I haven't. The only problem I have, okay, so anytime you put the potatoes or the rice in the wrap, you've lost me. Like I can't do a breakfast wrap that has baked potato. And that's what I like about McDonald's is McDonald's still doesn't do that.
Yeah, it's just like a piece of bell pepper, egg, and sausage and cheese.
Yeah.
Something like
So
that.
it's like, okay, maybe I'll have one of those every now and then.
You know what brought me to Taco Bell though? I just had a craving for one of the old school pizzas.
Oh, Mexican pizzas.
Mexican pizzas, and it was actually good. It was good, but
that's what Sue gets. So Sue will get a Mexican pizza combo meal that comes with 2 tacos, and so I'll have her get him chicken, and then I'll have her get me a bean burrito because that's the only thing I'll eat there is the basic ass bean burrito.
Yeah,
and chicken tacos.
The bean burrito's good. Did you ever do just the cup? I would do the cup of their pintos and cheese.
Yes,
I'll eat that too.
Oh yeah, of course. Who doesn't? That's yummy. But I haven't done that in years, like a long time. You know, and it's always funny because they go, "What can I get for you?" And I'll say, "Let me get 2 chicken tacos and a bean burrito," and they're just like, "Anything else?" Like, no, that's it.
When we were going to get it, so Cassie's like, "What do you want to eat?" And I'm thinking, like, "Okay, what do you want?" She don't have no suggestions. Like, all right, Schlotzsky's or Taco Bell, and she was aghast. Like when I said Taco Bell, I was like, "Well, I mean, I gave you 2 options. Just pick one of them."
You guys still have Schlotzsky's?
We still have Schlotzsky's, yeah.
Oh shit!
I like some Schlotzsky's too.
We don't have them
at all.
No.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm down for Schlotzsky's. They have a Cinnabon mixed in with it. I really don't care for Cinnabon though. But yeah, it's not bad. The original sandwich with the black olives and
yeah,
that's my jam there. But she didn't pick there after she was aghast about Taco Bell. She picked Taco Bell.
Oh,
so everything that happened after then is her fault because she had an out.
Yeah, and she fucked up.
Yeah, we could have had a sandwich and been on with her day. But since we did, I was like, gotta get the Mexican pizza with the 2 taco supremes, and now I'm good. I don't have to go back to Taco Bell for a very long time.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, so the only thing I miss about McDonald's was I used to get the double cheeseburger. My jam was 2 double cheeseburgers, no ketchup or mustard.
Yeah,
that was it. That was heaven. And I would just sit in the parking lot and what are you looking at? I got to eat somewhere, you know. But that was honestly right after I said I'm not going to eat another piece of red meat. My brain said no more Big Mac, no more double cheeseburgers. What are you thinking? I was like, damn it! I drew a line in the sand.
Yeah.
Actually, I drew a line in the concrete, and then they poured acrylic over it, and they were like, "Ha, fuck you! You're never crossing this line."
Exactly.
Yeah, oh god, that was so bad.
Man,
that was a while. It was like 10 years ago, I think. Or no,
if I had to choose though, like if I could never have pork or chicken, or I could never have beef, I would choose pork. I would have pork and chicken.
Yeah.
Like if I had to make the choice, because I love steak more than probably anything.
Yeah.
I think for like variety of cooking stuff, you can do everything with pork and chicken. And
I don't know. The one thing I always find, like, I was never a beef guy to begin with, but one of the things I always thought was funny was some of the like godlike moments these people have with beef.
Yeah.
They're like, oh my god, this is like eating heaven. I'm like, it's a cow's ass. You're eating a cow's ass, bro. You're eating the most tender part of a cow's ass. Yeah, but it tastes like heaven. Okay.
Well, and it's like Cassie loves pot roast. Yeah. I really don't like pot roast that much.
Oh, they love pot roast.
And I'm like, yeah, I really don't care. Like in hamburger meat, in hamburger form, love it. In chili, love it. But I feel like chicken chili, I think, is better than regular chili. If I'm just eating chili and not putting it on something, I think like white chicken chili is better than regular hamburger chili.
So when they make pot roast, I always just grab the onions and potatoes out of them
and just eat that.
That's just that. I'm like, ooh, onion and potato night.
Well, see what they want the pot roast. So I was like, if I'm gonna have pot roast, I'm making mashed potatoes, so I can put the pot roast on the mashed potatoes and sprinkle a little bit of cheese on it.
Yeah,
that's the way I like to eat it.
That's not even pot roast anymore.
Yeah, exactly. I turned it into something I liked.
I just like beef and mashed potatoes with cheese on top.
We call it a hot beef Sunday.
Yeah, well, no doubt. I mean, that's exactly what it sounds like. Jesus, that's funny. Yeah. But yeah, no. So that was the exciting weekend. As you know, nothing too cool. This weekend we're going to Halloween Horror Nights. So.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah. So that'd be interesting because I was like, got to figure out how to do Haley Knows Best because. Yeah. So.
Are you gonna? So. You do that on Sundays, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta figure out. It'd be nice if I had time. It'd be nice to just pre-edit something to go up on that time instead, like I did when I was gone, which I have to do for when I'm gone. I'll be gone in like 2 weeks, so I'll probably edit something of hers to just go up on that Sunday.
There you go.
But everyone kind of wants us to go back. Like we have a lot of Lahaina footage that we filmed that we never did anything with.
Right.
And they're like, you should edit some of the Lahaina stuff and put that up there. And I was like, I might. If I can find a story in there worth telling.
Right.
Because that's always the thing.
Yeah, no sweat, man.
Oh, yeah.
But they had them on Amazon like half off.
Yeah, I know. That was crazy. I even thought about buying some. And I was like, wait.
Me too. I had to resist. Like, I'm not going to use it in any of my systems, and I would just have it. But I had to tell myself to resist because if I had a plan for it, and I was going to put it in a system, I would have bought some, but I didn't.
I mean, if I want, the only thing I'd really want at Tony's is the no, I want his new Class ABs that he hasn't come out with yet, the little clear ones, because he's talked so much about them. I've seen them. Yeah, it's like, dude, just I wish you could just build them, but
is he selling the capacitor amps yet?
No. Okay. So he wants to license that technology.
Okay.
Because it's just, and he wants to come out with the bank to just sell.
Right.
Because his thing, like when he was on the Old Fashioned podcast, his thing was, how are you going to go and compete against these brands, these better brands? Like he's not going to be able to do it. And so it doesn't make sense for him to spend all the money and so, which is cool. Makes sense.
Right.
Whatever. All right. Well, let's talk about TMNT. Thoughts?
Do you want me to go first?
Oh, by all means.
All right. So I started this up, and I'm not going to lie to you. The first 30 minutes, I was like, this freaking cartoon sucks, dude. And I was like, I don't care for it. But I will say, like, at the 40-minute mark, they caught me, and I was like, okay, there is a story here. They are getting to something. There's some funny moments now. We've set the characters up. We've reset the framing. They learned how to do ninjas from tapes, which I think is freaking hilarious.
Yes.
Master Splinter it's a totally different take on all the turtles, but they are the same in some way. And then you factor that in with this is meant to be just truly a kid's movie. This is not Into the Spider-Verse. Where it's meant to be adults watching it. And once I got to that realization and got the turn, and it's like, okay, these are a new breed of turtles for new kids growing up like I was.
Yep.
Once you get to that point, like, oh, yeah, it's awesome. Rocksteady and Bebop are on your side? Like, what? Like, these dudes were always the best characters, right? But they were always bad guys, so you couldn't really root for them.
Right.
At least when you're a kid, as an adult, you're like, oh, yeah, I kind of. But when you're a kid, you can root for them. Now the kids can root for Rocksteady and Bebop, which I think was awesome.
It was one of the first thing I thought after watching it was, how do we watch two cartoons that are better than live action TV?
Yeah.
I was like, because I mean, I was enjoying the whole thing. I thought Jackie Chan did a great job at. I thought the way they re-envisioned Splinter, was so cool.
Yeah.
Because I know what the original story is, and it always pissed me off that they just tried to keep rehashing the old story. And it was like, listen, man, it's like it hasn't worked for you guys yet. All right, so stop doing it. And it was like, and I think they finally figured that too. It's like, you know what? Let's just take it out of the 80s and move it here. And let's take everything that we know now and how this could be done. And it's like, yeah, like they watch VHS tapes.
Yeah.
It'd be no different than if you sat there and learned from watching YouTube.
Exactly.
You know? And but they learned it on the DL, which would have been cheap, and something which was VHS, because they're living in the sewers and gutters and trash. So everyone throws away VHS stuff. So naturally, that's what they're gonna have, is the trash that people throw away. So it was like, I totally get it. It totally makes sense. Like they actually seem like they put a lot of forethought into what the story was going to be and how they were going to move forward. And then they just got a really awesome, like Haley even goes, which was funny because she was watching, she didn't even care. She's like, wow, this was really good. And I was like, yeah. She's like, not only that, they actually got teenagers to play the voices of the turtles. She goes, they've never done that before. That's why it always sucked. You'd hear their voices and they're supposed to be teenagers and they're like, yo, dude, what's up, man? Hey, you know.
Cowabunga.
Yeah, and it's like, they're not teenagers. These were legit cracky throat having teenagers.
Right, yeah. Real teenagers.
Yeah. So to me, that was, I enjoyed it. I thought they put a lot of work into it. I still think like what made this different is they actually made them teenagers. Okay. And they made them kind of not ready for prime time yet, which a teenager would be. So they had their faults, but they didn't really lean into it too hard. Like they were like, like you said, we got to get to the story.
Right.
We there's got to go somewhere.
But you can tell their teens, they still had self-doubt because every other turtle's up to this point 100% confident in their abilities. They know what they can do, and they know when they're in trouble. These guys, they don't know when they're in over their heads. They don't know if they can handle it or not. But it's like, hey, we're gonna find out.
And Splinter, the Splinter character in this movie was like a dad. It was just like a concerned dad trying to protect his kids.
Yeah, and he sets up the fake world after they've already been out in the world, and Splinter, even Superfly, I thought was cool. Was a cool character, even though he's ridiculous as hell. But
well, I mean, anytime you let Ice Cube play a role in anything,
right? Yeah,
and that was the other thing too that was good, is like they got great guys to play the voices of these characters. So it was like, damn. The artwork was kind of crazy, like Into the Spider-Verse was just kind of
that kind of threw me at first, because I was like, is this claymation or like what the hell's going on? But once you get into the story, it's like it's not even an issue anymore.
Well, no, and it makes sense though, because it kind of plays into like, we're trying something different here, because we've seen every iteration of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles at this point. We had guys in rubber suits, we've had total realistic looking CG, we've had so many different things, and it was like, and the other thing that was neat is they made April O'Neil a teenager too.
Right, yeah.
And it was like, oh, okay. And I think one of the other things that made this more fun is because we all know superheroes now. We've all accepted a fantasy world in which superheroes are accepted.
Right.
That was never the case for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They always had to live in the shadows.
Right.
And they just said, screw it, we're gonna let them come out. We're gonna let them, everyone's gonna know who they are. It was like, oh.
Well, they kept the touchstones. Like, they all have their same personalities, but a young version of their personalities.
Yeah.
Leo still is in love with April O'Neil.
Yes.
Which I'm sure they'll develop as it goes.
Creepy as it is, yes.
Creepy as it is, but yeah, he's still in love with her, and it's just I mean, it's a good story now. And like with the Superfly, when they get him at first, he sees him and he's like, he's just explaining the story. He's like, cousin, I always wanted a cousin. They start hanging out with him. Right. At some point, they're like talking amongst each other, like, hey, man, maybe we should tell them we're not cool with this. He's like, hey, what would happen if we're not cool with this?
Yeah. Well, and there again, that was, like you said, it was a straight kids movie at that point.
Yeah.
So that was we glazed over that because, like, yeah, man, this shit's going to go down. But a kid is like, oh, shit. Yeah, this might be something I find myself in where it's like, I'm hanging out with these cool kids, and all of a sudden I realize that
I'm not cool with this.
they're not the cool kids, shit, right. Or they're getting ready to do some really bad stuff, you know. And yeah, like you said, we got it was nuts. It was crazy. I really enjoyed it, and it was funny because the girls weren't watching it, and I can always tell when a movie is going to be a hit when they all of a sudden by the end of the movie they're watching the movie.
Yeah.
You know, and it was like the music was good. They had some good songs that popped up in the movie. I mean, it wasn't like Spider-Man good songs. These were just these were okay songs for the budget they had. But it was like they played enough of what we know and changed enough of what we needed to change and gave us like a half hour of that.
Yeah.
And then it was like onto this. So it was like
story,
it was like development of everything. So we kind of can figure out where this, because we know it's going to be turned into a TV show, right? You know, it's going to be a weekly TV show or some shit like that will probably end up on somebody's paid service, and it'll be, a couple days or 20 shows a year. Who the hell knows?
When you need that first 30 minutes, once you watch the rest of the movie, it's like, okay, they had to reset the tape.
Yeah.
For all the old Ninja Turtle fans, like, hey, we know you love Ninja Turtles. This is our Ninja Turtles. This is how we're
right.
doing it. So
I liked it. I liked their take on it, because like when they were showing them all learning karate, I was like,
yeah,
damn it, I could like that makes sense now, as opposed to he was a rat in a cage and watched his guy in the dojo.
Right.
It was like, that was stupid.
They literally had nothing else to do, but his whole mission is like, humans are evil. They're going to try to kill you. We have to learn how to defend ourselves.
Yeah.
So that was the focus of their lives. They didn't go to school and do all this stuff.
No, they learned how to protect themselves.
They learned how to protect themselves from the world.
Yeah. Which was in there again. It was good. And it was like, it was just fun to, watch them steal stuff.
Right. Exactly.
And then go watch movies, and they put emotion in it, which is always hard to do in a cartoon.
Right.
So I like I said, I enjoyed it. I was kind of surprised because I've not liked a lot of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle stuff that they've done. I've just been like, come on, seriously, guys?
Yeah, doing it again. Yeah.
Well, it's almost like you're just doing it to keep your hands on the intellectual property. Like, oh, every 2 years or every 4 years we have to release something, and it's like, but they suck. Did you stop sucking?
Yeah. All the recent ones have sucked. I didn't really care for them, but this was. I know this was good because last night I was getting super sleepy watching it at the end of the night, and I went ahead and shut it off. It's like, because I want to pay attention. If it was these other movies we watch, I would just let it roll and I'd be half asleep watching it. But I was like, oh, I'm going to shut it off. So I cut it off. There's like 30 minutes left. I watched it today before we started the first stream, just so I could make sure I seen what was happening.
So what was the grossest thing in the movie?
The grossest thing in the movie?
Yeah, there was a really gross thing that happened in the movie.
The puking part?
No.
I'm trying to think what else.
When Splinter hooked up with
yeah.
And they were kissing and stuff, and I was like, oh! I was like, everyone felt the same way. We're like, oh! Well, no, they need to let Vin Diesel in it. Then, I mean, honestly, this is probably there's probably more Teenage Mutant Ninja shit than there is Fast and Furious crap.
Yeah, there definitely is.
But it's funny. Last week we did have that Fast and Furious debate.
Yeah.
And I took that to Fernando the next day because he's like you. He's like, dude, and I was like, he's got a kid, and like they've watched the newer stuff, and I go, those are his movies. Like, he gets to know those Fast and Furious. Right. I said, take him back and let him watch one. And he'll be like, that movie sucked. And he's like, yeah, you're probably right. And he's like, I never thought of it like that. I was like, neither did I, but we worked it out. And it was like, yeah, those were ours. And that's what we liked at the time. And this new shit, that's a whole different movie.
Yeah. That's when someone's like, I love the original or the prequels. Like, huh? That's my favorite.
Yeah. What? But those were their movies. That's
what
they got excited about. They got to live, because if you think about it, they got to live through that hype, and the excitement that was like.
Oh, dude, I was there. I was in line when Phantom Menace came out. I was in line first night
Yeah,
I wanted to see it, but
I was so stoked, man. I didn't care. I want 20 gear transmissions.
yeah, just keep shifting.
Oh yeah, just shift in runways from now till eternity.
Right.
Yeah, long runways. Got to have long runways. You need a 20-minute takeoff.
Mm-hmm. Got to shift through every gear, see it go through all the synchros and everything, and then
that's so badass. That is for sure the most badass thing ever. So I guess if we were to rate this movie, it's definitely a watcher. You
definitely. Yeah. This is a 2 thumbs up. Like if you have any interest in Ninja Turtles at all, I think it's worth a watch. Even if you don't, and you're into just good superhero type stuff, yeah, it's good. Especially this is like a good origin story. Actually,
yeah,
it's hard to come by in superhero movies nowadays.
Yeah, it was good. I think they did a nice job. All right, so Ahsoka. Let's move on.
Dude, I still haven't watched it.
None of it?
I haven't watched anything since last time. Is
Okay.
it getting good? Listen, I'm not afraid to be spoiled.
Oh no, I'm not gonna spoil it. It is getting good though. Yeah,
it is.
It's getting good. It's so much so that last night I didn't get a watch because I had to do a podcast last night with some stuff, and so that was normally the night that I watch Ahsoka, and Haley's been there, and so I was like, oh, I'm gonna watch Ahsoka, and she's like, oh, I'm going to bed, and she's like, can you wait? I was like, oh, so now you're into it? She's like, yeah. I was like, okay. But she hasn't gotten into any of it. So she's just like, yeah. And I was like, okay. So it's definitely, there's 2 episodes left. It's honestly, we know we're not going to get the ending we're hoping for. Like, it's going to be a total cliffhanger. Like, they're going to Dune the shit out of us. Because there's no way not to.
Yeah.
So, which is fine. I think we're all attuned to accept that from them. But so far the story's been really good, and it's interesting I'm enjoying it, so that's nice.
Yeah, I got to get back to it. We're starting to plan wedding stuff for Bailey now.
Oh, she's getting married?
She's gonna be getting married. So
did he pop the question? When did he?
No, he still hasn't. He still hasn't. But I told her we set her a budget, right? Like,
so wait, she's planning to get married, but he hasn't asked her yet.
No, but he's going to. So he just hasn't because he's Matt and he does things Matt's way. So we'll see when it happens. Actually, I kind of already know something about it, but
yeah, we don't want
just in case they're watching. But I told her, like, this is your budget. Give me 12 months before the wedding to start paying on it, because I'm not going to come up with that amount of money in 2 months or 3 months or whenever. It just takes time to plan them anyway. So I need a little bit of runway so I can start paying on it. So we had to go. They actually found a venue, the first one they looked at.
You know what's kind of sad is it cost me more to fix Haley's arm with insurance than it did to get married. Like our budget for our wedding was less than it was to fix Haley's arm.
That makes sense, man. Listen, insurance is like, that's the one thing about my job that's great. And I almost told Bailey, it's like, don't get married to your 26 because you can stay on my insurance. Because when you go to the other insurance, it's not going to be good.
Yeah.
But that's been the same.
But the sad thing is like the company she works for owns insurance companies, and we still have crappy insurance.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God. But, but no, I just thought of that because I was like, I remember what her parents told us we could spend, and yeah, it cost me more to fix her fucking arm.
That sounds about right, man.
It's sad. Hell, the vacation we just went on cost me more than our wedding.
Right. And I think we paid for our own wedding, and I want to say we paid like $5,000 or $6,000, which when we were 21 years old,
we had $5,000.
Ridiculous amount of money to us at that time,
dude. We hammered every penny. Every penny went through, and we still had enough money left over for me to get a 300 or 100 disc CD player.
There you go.
Yeah,
exactly. Wedding tux with shorts.
Yeah, it's excellent. Are you okay there, Haley?
Just listening to you. Did you hear me? It's a way to party.
Oh yeah.
Had to get that CD player. Did you have Indian food?
No.
Nothing Indian related.
Nothing Indian related. No.
Goat.
No, I had soup.
I know. I looked in the trash can.
Okay. That's my life right there.
Oh man.
Anyways, no, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So they found a venue, and so that venue alone is eating up 80% of the budget we gave them. So Matt's dad's gonna cough up some as well.
Yeah.
And then I told him, like, hey guys, like, we gave you this amount, he's giving you this amount. Keep it within that, because you guys don't. It's one day. You don't need to spend a ridiculous.
So here's the thing. Like I've seen photos of friends of mine that are Indian, and some of the money that they've spent, like hundreds.
Yeah.
Hundreds of thousands of dollars. And to me, I'm like, okay, so you don't have a house, you have a car payment, and that this is the practical side of me, that it's like, so you have college debt, maybe not, you don't have a house, or you do, and you have like a huge, and then you're gonna go spend 20 grand on a wedding.
That's exactly my.
And it makes no sense to me, because it's like, I have a better idea. Let's all go to let's get 10 people, $500, $1,000 dinner, and I'll give you 19 grand.
Yeah.
To like go buy a house, pay off some bills, and start life. You know what I mean? Like, that makes more sense to me than let's go do this dumbass wedding and drop that much money, and then tomorrow you're still as broke as you were the day before. It's like, you move out of my house.
Well, that's why theirs is going to be relatively, like, for our part, I'll say, like, we're just going to get, her budget was 10 grand from us.
Yeah. But 10 grand is a deposit on a house.
Exactly. And
like, go to Vegas, get married. I don't give a shit. Like,
and I see, and this is what I told them, because Bailey, after December, she's completely done with college. She's going to get her job. I said, I know you guys don't like living in the house, but my suggestion to you, or they don't mind it, but they want their own place.
Right. My
suggestion to you is stay as long as you can, save up a down payment for a house, and buy a house as soon as you can.
Right.
Because it's only getting higher.
Well, not only that, but like, if you're willing to give me 10 grand,
yeah,
dude, we're not getting married, bro. I'm just cashing that check and buying a house.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it, but I just, remember all you want. You've already spent your money for a wedding.
Yeah, you broke your arm. It was on your arm.
Yeah, it's your arm.
Christmas too.
Yeah, it's your arm and everything else that's wrong with you. Get your real money. Get your own damn money.
Oh man.
Yeah, I don't know. There again, that's why this show is called Sidejag.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Sure, it's definitely yes. Dean's Tux with shorts and toe shoes. Honestly, now, yeah, probably. But back then, I had normal. I had to wear whatever they picked out. The one thing about getting married is it ain't your day.
Mm-hmm.
That was the best advice that somebody gave me about a wedding, was it ain't your day.
Every guy has to learn that lesson.
Yeah. Oh no. And the sooner you learn it, the better things are.
Dude, listen, Matt's already 10 steps ahead of the game. To ask him something, he's like, whatever makes you happy, that's what I want.
Yeah. But the nice thing is like, Sue had some aunts and family members, and my mom, and like they took care of a lot of the nonsense. Like, they're all crafty, eager to do shit. So like we made that budget work, man. We found a hall that was cheap. We got married in a park. We hired, like, the most expensive things were, like, we hired a photographer. We flew to Hawaii, so that was an expensive plane ticket. It was funny too, because like we had no money, and we're in Hawaii, and we went to the back then, 30 years ago. Like, Hawaii they had like a handful of fast food restaurants, but not like they do now. Right. And we went to this place called Mama's Fish House, And we walked in and we looked at the menu and we had to split a tuna melt and a bag of chips. And it was still like $26 30 years ago.
Blew the whole budget on.
Oh, blew the whole budget, man. We were eating like half a sandwich and shit.
Yeah.
I was like,
I remember those days, man.
oh God. You know, I was like, dude, can we go find some pot pies or something? I mean, yeah.
Let's be honest, like no part of marriage is for the guys.
The
whole act of getting married.
No, nothing is for the guys.
Yeah, nothing's for the guys.
No part of the wedding is for guys.
Yeah.
You know, that the proposal was not, because there again, I'm spending money. I'm spending my money.
Yeah.
Just to go, hey, you want to spend the rest of your life with me?
Yeah.
Oh, screw that. That's like it's like asking someone to jump on it. You know, it's like, hey, I'm gonna tear you apart and you want to spend the rest of your life with me? Doesn't this sound like a great idea? Want to watch me get old? Yeah, you think I'm a dick now? Wait till 25 years
and do all this stuff the rest of our lives.
Yeah, we have decided that the two of us are made to be together forever.
Yeah. Well, see, that's really the truth, because here's what happens now. Like Cassie doesn't have time to train a new person. I don't have time to train a new person.
Yeah.
Like we trained each other.
Yeah.
So I told her, like, if we ever get divorced, like I know everyone says like I'm not getting married again. Like,
oh no. Oh no, why would you?
It's over. Yeah.
Yeah, it's too much work.
Yeah.
I mean, oh my God. Like, oh, for sure.
Yeah, we spent 20 something years training each other to, like, all right, he does this, I do that. She does this, I do that. We know how to play out of each other's way.
Yeah.
We need to.
Well, and that's just it. I mean, it's 100%. I mean, it's pretty crazy. I just it's like if I had to hire another installer, it's the same thing. It's like,
yeah.
And I told Sue, I said, listen, if you ever decide to divorce me, that's fine. I'll get it. I'll give you a divorce. I don't care. But I'm going to have to put you on the payroll at that point, because
I need you now. You're part of the system.
Yeah, it's like I still going to need you to do all the work you're doing for Smash Force Productions. So, you know, you're just going to have to get a paycheck at that point. So,
yeah,
you're never going to get rid of me. You know, you're just going to have somebody else to deal with, and myself.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, bachelor parties. No, my bachelor party was pretty crazy. Like that was
that's for the boys. The bachelor party's for the boys.
But the thing is it wasn't like, okay, it is, but not me, because I'm not that guy. Like I'm not a strip club, get drunk off my ass guy. That's not it's not my style. So to me, it was just a really uncomfortable night of debauchery.
Yeah, debauchery is the best.
Yeah, but there again, it's not my not my scene. You know, I'm not that guy. I have fun way other. You know, my ideas of fun night is I can watch everybody else be stupid and just be like, I'm the one sober guy leaning up against the bar going, yeah, these guys are all fucking dumb. I'm just making sure nobody kills themselves.
That's for the groomsmen's night. So just like when the guy retiring at work after 20 years, I don't want no damn cake. Like, and this is a conversation we had with a guy named Dennis retiring. Dennis, this cake's not for you. It's for us. We still got to work here, bro. Yeah. You're leaving. Like, you're getting the cake because we want the cake.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll get the cake.
No, I'm not the scrapbooking guy. I'm not the scrapbooking guy, but I don't need a strip club is what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
You know? There's other fun things that we can do that don't involve half-naked people and loads of alcohol. But don't get me wrong, I tried really hard. I mean, that was probably the most I've ever drank in one night, and it still had no. That was the nail in the coffin for me realizing that alcohol and me just we're not on the same page.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
I think for my bachelor party, we stayed at one of our buddies' house that he already had his own place, and we got drunk, went fishing, wrestling, just like things. Any 20-year-old, but I was 21, but still.
Yeah, of course. That's stuff. Right. Age means nothing at that point.
Yeah. That's the same thing, you know.
You get enough beers, you're 18 and all over.
Oh, yeah.
See, that was the thing, though. I just could never, like, I would watch all my buddies get drunk and just watch the dumb shit they do, and I was like, where's that switch? Because I just get, like, more paranoid.
Yeah.
You know? Whatever alcohol is supposed to do, it's the opposite with me.
Yeah.
And so I was like, this is no fun.
You get more tight. You're not getting loosened up. Yeah.
No, I get more tight. It's like I'm tight enough. So no, I'm good. I've had plenty of people walk to me and go, what's he drinking? He's not drinking anything, dude. It's a bottle of water in it. They're like, really? I was like, yeah. So yeah, strip clubs are not for me.
Yeah.
Neither is strip club food. That's kind of
Ooh, I could imagine strip club food.
Dude, we had this one strip club here that apparently had like the best steak buffet in town, but I'm
Really?
not going to find out. Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
No, I'm good. I mean, no.
We only have one around here, and one of Bailey's childhood friends works there now. So, like, oh my god. Well,
she's the bouncer. No.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no. Like we went in Vegas. Like we had a night of craziness in Vegas.
Yeah.
And we were just along for the ride.
Mm-hmm.
Not can't really talk about it because it happened in Vegas, but we were just like, we need to get the fuck out of here. Like,
Exactly.
this has been fun and we've seen enough, but we need to leave.
Yeah.
Before this gets really I mean, we were already sideways, and it was like, we need to leave before this rolls.
That's me. Anytime I go to any club or like if someone talks me into going to a club or something with them, my first thought is like, how am I going to get out? Like, how am I going to? Oh, I love drinking beers and hanging out and all that, but I don't want to go to the club. So I'm instantly looking for my escape route when we get in.
Oh, yeah. Ours was, we have work to do. We actually need to go back and edit a video and publish it this morning. Yeah. So, up till 4:30 editing, and then up again at 7:30 to go to the show floor and work for 12 hours was, that's a lot of caffeine that day.
Yeah.
I don't drink caffeine. Fernando is definitely no good without his morning coffee. He's just like, he'll disappear. He's like, I gotta go find coffee. I'm like, get whatever you need, dude. Just get whatever you need. And if he's a real bud, he'll show up with an iced tea. He'll be like, "What I found you," and I'll be like, "Oh, thank God." Yeah. But because the Starbucks drinks that I finally found a Starbucks drink that I don't hate.
Yeah.
Which is nice because I want to be part of the cool kids club, but it just so happens to be the pink drink. So,
I have found that, like, I'm not a coffee drinker, so I don't drink much coffee, but I do like iced coffee. I tried it a few spots, and I like it better than regular coffee.
That makes sense. I think a lot of people do now.
Yeah, and I would have never thought that in the beginning, but just trying a few. I think Bailey had me try a few, and people, but those I can jive with an iced coffee.
So you like the $12 coffee,
right? Yeah, but I get try to find one without all the extra sugar.
Good luck.
Yeah, because most of them have like the caramel's fine. That's enough sugar, like that one, but some of them are just they're too much to drink.
They're ice milkshakes with it's 5,000 calorie breakfast drink.
Yeah.
That's why I don't get them that much. But we were walking. We got a new gas station and we were walking through it. And Haley goes, "Oh my gosh, they have your pink drink, in a bottle now that you can get." And I was like, "Oh, well, let's try it." Because it's like I don't even know what's in it. We just call it the gay drink. They'll be like, "Hey Dean, you want us to get you your gay drink?" And I'll be like, "Yeah,
yes, please,
yes, please, give me my pink drink."
Or I think the proper answer to that would be yes, queen. Yeah, that's how you answer.
Yeah, whatever. Just give me a pink drink, please. Whatever they have, it's pink and has little floaty things in it. And
was that like boba or something in it?
No, it's got like strawberry and shit, or dragon. Sometimes it has dragon parts. And honestly, I don't care. It's like just whatever they have on the menu that's pink, I'll take that.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay.
No kidding.
So
pink drink.
That Pepto-Bismol. No, actually, that was me when I was a kid. Like, I drank a lot of Pepto-Bismol. Anxiety, the best anxiety medicine I could buy was extra strength Pepto-Bismol in the single serve bottle. I was like every morning would just like down a shot glass of Pepto to just get through the day. Dang,
that's rough. Like, see, I don't know, for whatever reason, I just always have grown up with way too much confidence. Even now, I have way too much confidence in everything I'm doing. Bites me all the time.
Yeah.
But it never changes. Like that level of confidence.
Yeah. Well, it's good though.
Yes, I just walk in like I own the place. Sometimes I make a fool out of myself. Sometimes it works out,
Right. Well, I mean, you have to find the happy medium, and so for me it was just, all right, let's just put myself in the worst positions possible like standing in front of a group of people and teaching something or just. And once I did that, it was like, oh, well, this isn't so bad. And most of you guys are, willing to listen anyway. So let's just. And now it's like, hey, do you want to come? Yes. You didn't know you're gonna ask me to come speak. I'd love to.
Exactly. That's what I do now. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to. What do you want me to talk about? I don't care.
Well, that's Cassie would, with her anxiety, would do the same thing. She'll just question herself to death. I'm like, you're probably the smartest person I know.
Yeah.
But you just keep dialing yourself back because
of course.
Because
well,
it's self-doubt,
circling the drain.
If you went with your first intuition, you were right. In my opinion, it's, most things. So
yeah. Oh, now it's like, yeah, I'd love to. What do you want me to do? You want it to be good or great? Because if you want it good, I'll just show up and we'll talk. If you want it to be great, give me some time so I can prep. I'll put together a PowerPoint.
Yeah, there you go.
At least 6 slides.
What kind of transitions are the most important thing?
No, I hate transitions. I am the most. Come on, everybody knows that. I am not the transition guy, man. I hate transitions so bad. Like, and it's funny too because I do pay attention. Like when people start, it's like transition, no transition, transition, none. Oh, transition. Because like if you watch a TV show, there's very little transitions in a TV show. Like every now and then you'll see one just because it's like we're jumping into a race car and it's like, oh, that was a cool. But other than that, like the world does not have transitions.
The only transitions I add to mine are delineate. I was talking about this. Now I'm talking about this.
Yeah.
If so it's like a testing style video,
Yeah. That's when I go, oh, that's 10 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's just, Part 1. Thanks for it's double fingers. See you next week, suckers.
And that's how that works.
Just doing me every week.
Oh yeah. Oh, I love it, man. Oh yeah. Oh, this one was the worst too, man. This week's or yesterday's or
with
today's.
What was it? Which one? I just watched one.
Yeah.
The Tundra. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Thursday is always going to be a cliffhanger, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. That's Wednesdays. We try to make sure it answers itself, but Thursday is always going to be like, see you next week.
See you next week, sucker. Or maybe 3 weeks, depending on if I got to travel.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like, I'm, I try to make sure there's something for that because it's like, I don't want people to be too pissed. But whatever. All right, guys. So this week's movie we've decided is an HBO thing, which is Meg 2. So it's on HBO right now. So if you're an HBO guy, what's that?
Max now.
Yeah, whatever. HBO Max. It's on there. Jason Statham chasing sharks. I'm sure it's gonna suck so bad, but it's Jason Statham, so
I think this one's gonna be. I'm not gonna say it's a good movie. I think it's gonna be entertaining.
Okay, well we'll find out in a week. But that's the homework assignment. If anybody is interested, we'll be talking about the Meg in the great depth that we do every week.
You're welcome for the wonderful insights we provide.
Yeah. Way more insights on weddings this week than on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Don't watch Red Letter Media either. They don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Yeah. So that's what we got. That's all for tonight. Thank you guys for playing along with us. We're out.
See ya.